we were kind of hitting on this earlier, but we need to dive into this deeper. How to talk shit, you know? And I have under it, you know, like talking shit with people you're comfortable with, talking shit with strangers if it works, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think banter like that, especially talking shit, it's almost like a lost art nowadays. Man.
Totally lost
You're
art.
not allowed to do it. But if you got close friendships, it's like you have to be able to do that. I mean, that's why the friendship's close, because you can fuck with them. They can fuck with you, and nobody crosses the line, and it's just cool.
Yeah.
I think they've just pushed the line so far back now that you can't say fucking anything. But a little bit of banter. Like last night, when we were playing with the couple here, like, that was fun. The shit talking, like, I like people that can shit talk well, you know?
Sure.
You know, it's engaging, especially if you're doing something and you think you can win at it.
Yeah. It was cool, too, because we were playing a team sport, and they were, like, talking shit together.
And you and me kicked the shit out of them.
Oh, we
beat the
shit
hell out of them.
It
Yeah,
was
we
great.
did.
It was a true ass whooping.
It was.
They had to keep demanding, like, one more, you know?
Yeah, like, we've already won 4.
Yeah, I was like,
you know?
get out of here, you know, with that stuff. But yeah, no, I started hanging out with Irish and English people in China. And man, the Irish can talk shit like nobody's business. Like I tried to go toe to toe with them because I like to think that I'm got reasonable charisma, but I got defeated every single time. Like their wit was too sharp, too powerful. I knew a gay, like English dude. Oh, this guy Tom, man, Tom was like tall and handsome, and he was a total rice queen. Meaning, he lives for Asian dick. Like, he just loves it.
Rice Queen.
Rice Queen.
That's what they're called?
Okay, so, like, he introduced me to the whole gay scene in Shanghai. And Shanghai, like, how it works. So, it's just, like, imagine, like, downtown L.A., 100 miles in every direction. 28 million people. So, like, just skyscrapers everywhere. They would have these rooftop parties. So, like, on top of a skyscraper. And all of gay Shanghai would be in these rooftop parties. And they just change every night, go around and stuff. And it was cool because everybody spoke English, because Shanghai is real cosmopolitan and stuff. But Tom, he would just sit up there holding court, like just surrounded by Asian boys fawning him and shit. And he'd be like, give me another drink, and shit. And like, I remember like trying to talk shit with him. I remember doing stuff like saying like, Tom, you fucking dick, look at you just up there on your throne swimming in Asian boy pussy. And he'd be like,
Asian boy pussy.
Yeah, and he'd be like, Dean, go over there with the, with the old fat white men. They're waiting for you. Shit like that. And you're just like, oh, Jesus, Tom, go easy on me, man.
This guy was British?
This guy would go out every single night. Every single night. He would take a hour-and-a-half train to Shanghai and come back in the morning. I don't know when he slept. He just partied that hard. I never met anybody like that, man.
Slave to the Rice Queen.
What can I say? I mean, hey, he had unlimited access to it.
Yep. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, have you ever full on dived in to debauchery? I mean, like, just non-stop sex,
For a short period of my life, and it was not pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing gets done.
My buddy Ryan, he would go down to Thailand. And I thought it was Phuket, but you told me it probably wasn't Phuket.
Pattaya.
Pattaya?
Or Pattaya, whatever they want to call it.
So this is like the whore capital of Thailand, okay?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And he would just go down there and disappear, like for spring break, just go down there alone for like a week and a half and just say, like, I just was on a bed that had seen 1,000 whores and I just let them come. Just one after another, after another, after another. I was just like, ha, 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 Jesus Christ.
It's interesting. We're totally off topic
We
again,
are.
but it's okay. I had guys over there. I had guys like that in Thailand that would just like, fuck it, bring in the whores. I had other ones that would work the online games. They'd be whores. They'd be good girls. And I had another one. It's just... He is so stringent. Like, he would pick these girls out online, like these real dating sites, and he had like a real profile.
Yeah.
I only fuck these types of real clean cut, wholesome girls. I was like, why? Because they're clean. I was like, oh, okay. So it's just like everybody had their style over there.
Oh, yeah.
How did we get on this from shit talking, though?
I was talking about gays talking shit. And then we got on to Rice Queens, and Rice Queens brought us here.
I can appreciate a good shit talker, man.
Sure.
Where do you run into them anymore?
Well, I think what happens is you have to be the one to deliver the shit talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because I think it's a great way to test out a stranger like to talk a little shit.
Oh,
you know?
Yes,
If
it's
they're-
a great
'cause-
gauge.
Yeah, because
it's a great
if
gauge.
they jump right in, you're like, all right, we're good. You
Dude,
know?
then you know you got a friend.
Yeah.
Why is it now? I would say the vast majority, just nobody wants to take that chance.
People just aren't as friendly as they used to be.
People are terrified of saying the wrong thing.
I walked down the road the other day as I was walking to the beach, and I saw like the woman who owns the far house down the end of the road. And she was watering her plants. And that's how I met Greg. I was like complimenting him on all the plants. There's a beautiful line of plants out here and stuff. And she was watering the plants, and I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, are you responsible for all these plants?" And she was like, "Kinda." And I was like, "Hey, I just want to say, like, it's a pleasure to walk by all this stuff. It's beautiful, you know? Like, I love looking at it and stuff. Me and my brother just moved up the street." And she was like, "Oh, thanks." That was it. I was like, well, I tried, you know? I mean, like, I tried to be charming, you know? Like, that's me being charming, not talking shit. But I'm just saying, like, people aren't quite as willing as they used to be to go back and forth, to engage. They're more locked in their little world.
I don't think they know how. I think we are always locked in our own little worlds.
But don't you like to venture out?
Oh, yeah.
I love to venture out.
I don't think anybody's much. I think a lot of people are just terrible at it nowadays.
I guess so.
Hence back to the shit type. If anybody ever talks shit with me,
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, you're not a fucking tool.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's a great, like you say, it's a great
All right,
gauge.
but the other distinction, what about, that's talking about the stranger. What if you're in a competition with the person and they're talking shit and you don't know them?
You got to go right back, man.
Yeah.
You know, like you give a little, take a little.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
I think that's how you become friends.
Yeah.
You know?
I think so.
Like, especially if you're in a game situation, like you're playing a game with somebody.
Yeah.
And just a little bit, like little jabs, little baby jabs,
That's
you know?
it, man.
Be like, even if it's just compliments and you're stroking your own ego, just going like, oof. Oh, hot tonight, you know,
right,
like something like that, you know, that gets under their skin a little.
That's how Thomas would talk shit. He would just like brag about how good he was.
When was Thomas talking shit?
No, I mean,
This is our uncle.
our Uncle Thomas is so cool, but if he was to talk shit, he would just talk about his own shot being perfect.
When were you ever in a scenario where Thomas was talking shit?
Well, I'd say his talking shit would be to praise himself.
Really?
Yeah, he would never bash anybody.
But when did you hear this?
One or two times where me and Thomas have thrown the ball just weird with a bunch of other people.
No way.
He like threw this pass, it was a perfect spiral, and I caught it. Did you see that?
Did you see that? Do you see that?
Just
Get
nobody
that
else.
on replay.
Yeah, that's what he would do. That's Thomas.
That's great. That's great advice.
That's Thomas.
Great conversational advice.
It's great shit, man.
You know?
So good.
Get that on replay.
Yeah, get that on replay.
That's awesome. Aw.
Yeah.